you could like single-handedly ruin my career. Like you've got so much footage.
How do you? Why do you think I haven't already? Welcome to Ryan and Joel Lean In.
What did you?
I was gonna just stop, and then I was going to then go, hey, all right, now we're starting, and then I was like, nah.
This is a cold open. A cold
Do you
open.
know what's the best kind of cold open? The one where you get exposed.
Where you single-handedly ruin my career with the footage you have on your computer.
I will. Anyway, Ryan, it's been a while. I'd hate to know how long it has been.
Don't look.
I'm going to check.
Don't. Stop.
But Ryan, how have you been since we last spoke? Because the last time we spoke in person, I think, was a podcast.
You'd be a good counsellor. You had that gentle approach. You jumped right into it.
So tell me about your feelings.
Wow, I felt very compelled now.
Was the last time we spoke a podcast? Like in person?
Yeah.
Or was it a movie? I don't know.
I think it was...
It's been a hot minute.
Is it ever since Seb left?
Rest in peace, Seb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I really had that tone, ever since Seb left.
When Seb left us.
Yeah, it's been rough ever since.
When Seb comes back from hell in a couple months. So it was... Oh, hold on. That's not that bad. Maybe we're over...
What, a month?
That says a month ago. 16th Feb. So almost 2 months. That's not as bad as I thought it was. I literally thought it was like 4 months.
Oh, what, really?
I don't know. Because we've talked about Ant-Man.
That's true. But
So
I didn't...
And The Last of Us.
Yes, although I didn't watch that Ant-Man. So...
It's about to come on digital, I think.
Yeah.
So, we can talk about that. And I was like, so much has happened, though, in pop culture since we spoke last.
Yeah.
Why don't we start with Star Wars?
Yes, there's... New Star Wars is confirmed.
Confirmed.
Yes.
What?
We've already gotten to what's it?
Sorry, my phone was on loud. I'm so professional that my phone is always just on. Yeah, there's lots of Star Wars. Not sure. So for anyone who didn't see the announcement,
so we're doing 10, 11, 12 now.
No.
Oh.
So. Well, yes, but actually no.
Okay.
So there's 3 films announced, but they're not sequels. So one of them is a sequel. One of them is this Rey is coming back to rebuild the Jedi Order following Rise of Skywalker 15 years later.
Cool.
That's one movie. That might be episode 10. I don't think they should. I hope that's not. It's like a Star Wars story. It's like the Jedi Order, a Star Wars story or whatever.
Okay, right.
Maybe bring that back. One of them, which sounds dope, is James Mangold, the director of Logan and those films.
Yes.
He's coming to do a Star Wars early era First Jedi movie. So it's like it's described as like a biblical epic. That sounds amazing.
That's freaking sick.
And the other one is the end of the Mandalorian verse. Like, so it'll be wrapping up of... Well, maybe the Mandalorian story won't end, but it's the culmination of all of the stories happening post-Empire.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So like, we'll get a more conclusive ending to Baby Yoda. Forgot his name. Grogu.
Yeah. Even if they don't end those stories, at least culminate all of this into one, kind of thing. So that's all cool.
Yeah.
There are other shows announced, but they are escaping me at the moment.
Yeah.
There's
Ahsoka?
another Clone Wars thing.
Ahsoka?
Yeah, that's already, And they showed some footage for that. I think there's a trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw it. It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
It's in the era of Rebels, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think
it probably
it is.
would be, yeah.
Because everyone's losing their minds on Twitter that Ezra is in the trailer. And I don't even know who that is. So, Star Wars fan. There was something. Oh, there's a Skeleton Crew. No. Yeah, Skeleton Crew, which is a show coming later in the year. Jude Law. It's about a bunch of kids. It's like a kids Star Wars story. Like it's a bunch of kids surviving. I don't know. That's all I know about it. there was something else that I'm.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up.
But there was lots of interesting. What were your take on that kind of stuff announced so far?
I think pretty cool, and they've gotten Jon Favreau and
He's amazing.
Dave Filoni as the creative directors of Lucasfilm, pretty much,
Which is so great.
Yeah.
And Filoni's working on Ahsoka at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So that
and I love the way that Filoni goes about his stories, because he actually worked on as an animation / storyboard assistant, I think, in Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you've ever watched that,
way.
Not the movie, but the TV show.
I think I've seen 2 episodes of the TV show.
You should watch more.
I think I got made to watch it by someone.
Hopefully it wasn't.
Wasn't who? What?
Was it me?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
If it was, I would hate you forever. Why is the reporting on this so bad?
Yeah, I hate reporters. What else?
Everything announced at Star Wars Celebration. That's better. So, 3 new movies. Yep. We knew that. There was they're working on Andor Season 2.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen the
I still haven't finished the first one. Yeah.
I haven't started it.
Oh.
For some reason, they played a new Indiana Jones trailer at Star Wars Celebration. Not sure. I know it's the same studio, but that has nothing to do with... Anyway.
They're probably some people will like this. Come on, quick.
Let's hope so. A couple more animated things. They're doing a 3rd season of Bad Batch, Tales of the Jedi Season 2, Visions Volume 2, a couple animated things.
Cool.
Yeah, so pretty cool announcements. What's your feeling about Rey being back?
They have to deliver. Man, because the last one, I watched the last one in cinemas. It was a good cinema experience because
Which was as in Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. I came dressed as Darth Maul and everything. But I was sourly disappointed, and so was Hayden Christensen, because he actually did a little role in there as a flashback. You know, I forgot near the end of the movie where...
Oh, yeah, there's new voice. It's when Jedi's... Rey's thinking about all the Jedis from before. I think there's a couple new lines and maybe a flash of character and whatever.
Yeah,
that could have been so much cooler.
Yeah, they actually shot... There's a photo somewhere where Anakin is looking towards the camera and as if talking to Rey. And they
cut so much of that from the movie too. There's more of that.
Yeah.
If that whole cinematic universe had have been there in that moment, it was a freeze moment, Anakin, Mace Windu, Yoda, Obi-Wan, having this instead it was Rey, do the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It just kind of went, you can do it.
You've been a Jedi all along.
And no sense of breakthrough sort of wisdom, which is the whole sort of Jedi thing. That
was lacking in the sequels altogether, because Luke was not a good mentor in the sequels.
It's
an aeroplane.
That is an aeroplane.
Well, X-Wing. No,
you are near a military place. Williamtown is down that way.
That's not close to here.
Yeah, I know, but they fly.
I guess. Yeah. And we have Cessnock Airport. So I guess that. Anyway. Rey.
Yes, Rey. How do you feel about Rey?
I just couldn't care less about that movie. I couldn't care if it's good or if it's bad. I hope it's good, because maybe... Okay, so where we're recording this, at the time of recording, there's 7 episodes of The Mandalorian Season 3 out. And I only bring this up because without spoilers, The Mandalorian Season 3 is clearly trying to rectify the sequels by bringing in threads and characters and cloning and they're really trying to rectify that. And I'm a little worried that this Rey movie is again them thinking we care. Well, I hope it's rectifying, but it probably won't be. Is there anyone else alive to be in that movie? Did Kylo die? No, Kylo survived.
I think Kylo survived. Oh no, I think he died.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
Finn. But
So she'll be the only Jedi. Is this, you know, that scene in, I think it's Last Jedi, where it's the kids with the broomsticks and they have the Force?
oh yeah,
Is that where this is going? That there's like all these kids with the.
Probably.
What's hilarious is I'm so much more invested in the Mandalorian universe than making any more sequel Star Wars. Couldn't care less.
Yeah, me too.
Well, but it's their IP to
also
flog.
on the Star Wars front, the video game's coming out.
Something Survivor. Jedi Survivor?
Jedi Survivor or something. That's coming out, but as well as
I need to finish the first game.
they released a teaser and it was so cool.
For the game?
Yeah, not for Tales of whatever it's called, the new
Jedi Survivor.
Jedi Survivor. There's another one coming out.
Yeah. Eclipse.
Because
it's the one with the drums.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game's like 3 years away, by the way. It's 2 more years. Something stupid. Why would you drop a trailer?
Yeah. Oh, well, it gets us hyped for 3 years. Keeps us alive for 3 years.
It'd be like if they showed us an Avengers trailer right now. And it's like, we have like 2 more years to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. True.
That would be that would be so annoying.
Well, Cyberpunk. Remember Cyberpunk?
What's Cyberpunk?
Remember they released this random teaser in 2013 or something, and then they released the actual
Get excited.
game.
Or like Elder Scrolls 6 when they released that little bit of environmental footage.
Yeah.
It's probably not from the game.
Like anybody could create that.
Yeah. It's probably not from the game.
Yeah. It's literally, I don't think it is.
And that's still years away.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they got a skeleton crew working on that because they're all, Bethesda's working on, what's it called? The Starfield or whatever. Star Trace or whatever. I'm not keen. I'm not.
They should make a Skyrim movie.
Yep.
No, seriously.
Or
I'd be up
Scrolls
for that.
Movie. Would you do Elder Scrolls?
Yeah, but just do it like about Skyrim. The Dragonborn story.
The
Dragonborn story.
This is like a whole boardroom meeting we're having.
Oh, speaking of my Skyrim and like my role-playing shirt I've got on right now, have you seen Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes, I have actually.
How good is it?
It was so good. It was
amazing.
Yes,
look,
would recommend.
A lot of people, if you're not in the D&D world or just role-playing world, you're going to miss a lot of the... like, the people who made it clearly have played Dungeons & Dragons before. Like, it's so clear. Even if you don't know the world, it's just a dumb, fun, fantasy... Like, you'll have a good time. Yeah. I wouldn't be mad if they made another one. Wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, and they kind of set it up in a way to make...
Why does everything have a post-credit scene now?
That's
Every
true.
movie in existence.
Wait, was there a post-credit scene for that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see
Did you miss it? It was pretty dumb.
This is very dumb.
It was there's that joke about they're raising people.
Oh.
It's just a little funny bit. It's not really a post-credit scene. Yeah. You haven't seen John Wick yet?
Actually managed to see it, yes.
What'd you
by
think?
myself, yeah. Good, yeah.
It's good, hey.
Although, like, they were stretching a lot of the realistic elements, but I was happy to...
Who cares?
Yeah,
I was just like... I mean, it's already a franchise where a guy holds his suit up to deflect bullets.
Yeah,
like, it's already...
It's like, but it's like, it's bullet resistant.
Do we put the Kevlar inside the suit?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it was great. I thought Donnie Yen was very good as the bad guy.
Just the whole... It's just like if action stunt people made a movie.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
I got home and Dad was like, what was John Wick like? And I was like, it was 2 hours and 50 minutes and 2 hours and 35 of that was sick action.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, it's not out to tell like a super deep story. Nah. It's just like...
I hope they make another one without spoilers. Let's not get into spoilers of the movie.
Oh, with
John Wick 4 and where the franchise sits after this movie. But I do hope they make another one. Just because I feel like there's more... They showed that they can make another Killer John Wick. That it's like they could do another one.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen John take the table on.
Nah.
Which I think is kind of where this should end. And trying to change that world and that system.
Yeah.
Already 2 spin-offs for John Wick already in the works. So
really?
There's a show about the Continental called The Continental.
Oh, yes.
And then there's a movie called The Ballerina, which is about Ana de Armas will play a female assassin, and John should appear in it briefly to connect that to the rest of,
Cool.
So that's cool, but
Really
I'd be down to see Keanu deflect more bullets and
Yeah.
and shoot more guns and like make it.
And it also seems like I won't spoil it, but there's 2 other characters like
Yep.
that they could verge off with.
Very unresolved John Wick 4 in a lot of ways that I'd be very surprised. I mean, it had a post-credit scene. Like, it's not like they were going to make it like, hey, this is the end of We're Never Telling a Story Again.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was great. The action, I think, is the best it's been.
For sure. I loved it. Okay, I feel like I can say this. There's a sequence that's very reminiscent of like a video game.
Yeah.
When they're in Paris.
That was
in the building.
amazing.
Oh man, and like
I don't know, that would have been crazy hard to shoot.
Yeah.
I don't know how they.
Yeah, I was thinking they must have built an actual set.
Oh, it's got to be a set.
Yeah,
surely.
because like as if you're gonna.
Yeah, so high up, those like where the camera would have to be.
Yeah, so for those listening that haven't watched it, there's a sequence where we're literally just following John Wick from up above, like kind of third person esque, or even like top down, shooter esque.
So cool.
So fun. I had a big smile on my face. I was like,
I think there was so much passion into like making that happen. That was obviously like no one's done this really well before. I've seen movies do it.
Yeah.
But not like that.
Yeah.
And not for like an uncut shot of like 45 seconds.
It was great.
They held the camera long in this, which added to the runtime, but mate, it was something you'd never seen before. Like just the camera just not cutting, and you're like, when are they going to cut? Why are they still going?
Yeah, I was like, this is a huge sequence.
Yeah.
Like, and the amount of people that are in this, and that like, you know, there were people on fire and
Yeah, it's so cool.
people getting stabbed and shot.
Look,
and,
there's going to be, without spoilers, the character that's kind of John's adversary in this film. There's a glaring, like, how does he do this about his character?
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was like, this is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully they do more. I know the director has said he wants to move on now, at least for now, the next couple of years and work on something else.
Cool.
So Ghosts of Tsushima, he wants to make into a film. That's just an idea he said in a press conference. It's not like he's thought about it. Or there was another video game he wanted to make. It's funny how video game adaptations are. I don't know if you saw, Super Mario is now the highest grossing animated film ever made.
Are you serious?
Well, that was a report I saw. It opened to $300 and something million. It's almost caught Ant-Man in 5 days.
Whoa.
It's going wild. And this week, the Tuesday on a weekday, it made $15 million. Like, that's crazy. For a weekday, that's like...
What the
I don't know.
Because it markets itself...
It's like for everybody.
For everybody.
Yeah. And it's only 90-something minutes. Like, it's to the point. Like, it is what it is and does it. It looks fun. I'll be keen to catch it eventually.
Same.
But that's that. You know, The Last of Us obviously really hit. You know, The Witcher. I haven't seen the second season yet. I know I'm the worst. But that's also like part of this. I don't know.
Yeah,
rejuvenation.
That was a book, but it's still like they drew a lot from the video games as
totally.
Well. Yeah,
especially with the look and the feel of the thing.
Definitely,
because you don't really get Geralt as a character when you just read. Like, you get a bit out of it, but like the guy who plays him in the games definitely influenced Henry Cavill's performance.
Definitely,
you can see.
And Henry's actually played the games as well. Speaking of Henry, he's wanting to make a Warhammer.
He's already deep into it, I thought.
Like, Warhammer film or TV
He's already working
series.
on it.
Yeah.
Into it.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Cool.
I'm not super familiar with the IP. What would he play?
There's a few...
Like a commander kind of role? Or
there's a guy on YouTube called Major Kill. He's an Australian Warhammer sort of guy. And he was like... And he theorized Henry would so fit this guy. There's like Commander Kent or something, and
Clark Kent.
Oh,
connection.
Oh, I think
Superman.
It might have been Commander Kent. It was just some random name, but like pretty much that. He's just like a very jovial sort of like, takes it as it goes sort of guy. Whereas the Warhammer, like vibe is like super dark, super violent and stuff, and he's like, hey, oh, and everything, and and the books follow him and his squad, and he's like the people that he eventually leads.
Would
more
he
people.
be doing action in this role or
Yes.
not really? Okay,
Lots
so
of
I
action.
don't feel like you get involved in this to not do at least some action. It'd be like wanting to be a commander in the Halo series instead of Master Chief. Like it'd be like, why?
Yeah.
For a guy like Henry, I wish Henry all the best because
Yeah.
after he's been poorly treated by DC, it's a shame he's left The Witcher. So I hope he hits this well, Warhammer, but I hope he also does something else. I think he's about to release a film with who did the
Genitals.
The Gentleman? Is it called The Gentleman?
Yeah. Gentleman, yeah.
Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie's
Ritchie,
doing
yeah.
a spy movie with Cavill at the moment. I don't know if they're filming it or it's about to come out, whatever. So that's cool. But I hope Henry gets like another big role.
Yeah. Guy Ritchie is an underrated director.
100%.
Yeah.
Everyone's frothing over, and I'm a little bit over the Oppenheimer film that'll be in June by Nolan.
Ooh.
But again, I think we blow a bit of smoke up people's butts when they do well in something, and then like you're like, oh, now every Nolan film will be,
Yeah, Nolan-esque,
Yeah, it's just like, it's just taste. Like, I'm not a big Tarantino fan.
True.
A couple of his films are in my top must-watch movies.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's the director I can't watch a whole lot because it's he's very intense. Like his films are very they're intense.
Yes.
Yeah. And I couldn't just sit down and watch over and over again. Nolan's a bit the same with he does a lot of sci-fi, which is cool.
Yes.
But I think you've got to be I don't think you could do like Inception, Interstellar, Tenet back to back to back. Like I think you'd want to die. Yeah. But I think that's most people's work. Like if you I don't know if I could sit down and watch like 9 Star Wars movies. Especially going from the originals to the sequels.
Whoa.
You'd be like, what happened here?
Yeah. Although I did enjoy Force Awakens. When it first came out, that was a cool...
It was exciting. But I mean, can we spoiler warning for The Force Awakens if you haven't seen it somehow. Them killing Han, I hated.
Oh, yeah.
I hated. But other than that, I thought The Force Awakens was good. It kind of gave me, like, Star Wars is back vibes. Yeah, it's the same again.
Yeah.
But it's back, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Have you seen Shazam yet? Shazam 2?
No,
so it's out on streaming. I watched it. It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've heard some mixed reviews.
It's not as good as the first Shazam.
Oh. Yeah.
Not by a lot. I prefer the first Shazam because the second Shazam is a bit more large scale and jump the shark kind of idea instead of doing what you were really good at again.
Yeah.
But it's pretty... One of the worst post-credit scenes ever produced in human history. Easy. It'd be... I thought the first Shazam had a bad post-credit scene, but this one's doubled it. Like, really...
Really?
But the other post-credit scene, pretty cool. And I think you will like 2. 1 mid-credit, which I thought was good.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh... This is my reaction. For anyone who's listening, my face is, like, excited and like...
Was it about... future things coming.
Yes, and very surprising about future connections. I could not believe what I was seeing on the screen. And then the second one, I was like, oh, should have just been 1. Should have kept it at 1.
Just stay at that.
I think unless you're Marvel, don't do double post credit. Just do the 1. Just get plan for the 1. Don't like come up with it a month before the movie comes out. Like, it needs to be connected to the movie.
Wait, where did you watch it? Where did you stream it?
Oh, I don't know. It's on digital somewhere.
Binge?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably. Or did I buy it because it's on digital? I don't know. It's either out on digital or not quite streaming.
Right, okay.
It's worth watch. It's a little longer than the first one.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
It's worth watching. Watch it.
I enjoyed the first one. I
couldn't get over how good the first one was. I thought it was going to be really stinky.
Yeah.
And then I watched it and I was like, oh, I'm actually like, gets the childhood superhero vibes in you.
For sure.
And that's definitely still in the second one. Like it's still that. But DC hit or miss.
Yeah, it's really
Peacemaker was easily one of my favorite things they've made recently.
Really? Oh, I gotta watch it.
Easily.
Have they got two seasons?
They're making the second.
Oh, okay.
Cool. They did. I saw a report the second season could be 2 years away because it has to tie into the new universe that hasn't started yet.
Oh, okay.
So we might see a delay in a lot of DC projects. So and then all of it at once.
Oh,
did you see the Blue Beetle trailer?
No, I heard it. I heard some things.
I don't know if you saw my Instagram. I took a screenshot from the trailer and my caption was easily one of the worst superhero suits ever made. Did you see the picture?
No.
I'll find it on my phone. Iron Spider on drugs is how I would describe it.
Really?
So that's it for camera. It's like, for anyone who hasn't seen it, it's like the Iron Spider, but blue. It's freaky, and the whole premise is this beetle thing like goes onto his back and then spawns the suit like around him, like, and he is the Blue Beetle. One of the worst superhero names as well, easily of all time.
Yeah, it really just gives away like who he is.
He's a Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
Yeah. What are we gonna call this Blue Beetle? Wow.
Blue Beetle.
We've already thought about this, sir. And our best name. DC's in its flailing. Mm-hmm. I'm disappointed Marvel hasn't got their crap together with another thing. Like, we've got to wait till Guardians now. It's only like 3 weeks. If I was Marvel, I'd be like, I want people to be talking about us constantly. Drip feed them.
Like a drug.
Oh, you want another episode? Oh, you're looking forward to Daredevil, 18 episodes? Well, you're going to get 1 episode every month.
Wait, is that what they're actually saying?
No.
Oh.
I bet it'll be every week, surely.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise, it's already 18 episodes, so it's almost already half a year. Like if they did it weekly.
That's true.
They might even have to start with
the
2.
Netflix one, they just dropped the whole lot.
They won't do that. No, not a chance.
You still need to watch season 3.
I've got a year now to watch. I'll watch all of it. I need to also finish just so I'm on top, because John Bernthal's coming back.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. So that's great. I'm still... I guess I'm confused about the timeline.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll all be confused until we watch it. I saw some set photos were suggesting part of this show will occur during the blip. But not a major portion of it, but some of it will happen during the blip. So maybe we'll get an idea of how this whole thing works. Were they always here?
Uh-huh.
Were they not? Multiverse?
Yes. I think you would really like it because they actually delve into like lore and everything.
I've seen clips from it and gone, I'd love to watch. It was a bad time for content coming out, and it was also like
like so much coming out.
Yeah, and I was like, why would I watch this if it's not in the MCU? Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna watch it.
You know who what actually inspired me to watch it? Griffin. In our class.
How?
He just we were in the same English class and we sat at the same table. Well,
you're like, way back. Daredevil.
No. I was just he just randomly went you know what's a good series right now? Daredevil. I went, what?
You were like, what is that?
Yeah. Who are you?
And is it Ben Affleck playing Daredevil? Because that's what I need.
Yeah.
What if we get to Secret Wars and it's like, look at all these variants played by old actors. Oh my gosh, Ben Affleck Daredevil.
Yes. Just like the one dude.
Honestly, if they did Nick Cage Ghost Rider, even for one shot,
that'd be
amazing. It'd be amazing.
Oh man. I think I would orgasm from that.
The nerdgasm from... I'm trying to think who else, like an old actor playing a...
What's some early...
before we knew Logan was coming back, Edward Norton Hulk would be pretty cool.
That'd be sick.
That would actually be pretty cool, especially if they didn't upgrade the CGI. Yeah. I want to see it just as bad as it was back then. No, not bad, old. Hello, Lewis.
Hi, Lewis.
Lewis, my dog, is joining the podcast now. Your bed's here, mate. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, before Hugh Jackman said he was coming back for Deadpool, I would have said him. That would have been a cool like Secret
sick.
Wars cameo. It's gonna be interesting to see if that's it. If him coming back for Deadpool 3 is the conclusion of him being back.
Yeah.
But it can't be because
he died in
Logan. But this happened. So this apparently happens before Logan. But you can't say before because it's not part of this timeline. So I don't know why. Right?
They're older as well.
Yeah, and it's the Fox world, right? So what are we saying that he comes?
This is so complicated.
So what, are we saying he comes from the Fox X-Men movies happened in an alternate timeline, and then at some point here along this timeline from start to Logan, he gets zapped with Deadpool into the MCU. They have an adventure, and then he goes back. Is that what it's going to be?
I don't even know.
And
they can't kill him in a Daredevil.
And
Deadpool
timeline,
movie.
Of course, they can't either because it doesn't make sense. And then it raises this whole thing as well as like what the movie's going to be about. There's a lot of talk that TVA will be involved.
Oh, yeah.
Either going after Deadpool because he's breaking the multiverse in what he's doing or whatever. That would be cool. I loved the fan theory. It won't happen because it'd be pooping all over Fox and they don't want to do that even though Fox doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
But the idea of there's a comic called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe and he literally goes around and murders superheroes. But the Fox universe, the X-Men, bring back all of the X-Men and have him just...
The originals?
Yeah. And even the younger versions too, kill them off.
Just kill them all.
Or could this be that him coming across to the MCU causes an incursion and the Fox world gets destroyed?
Oh my gosh.
Because that would be hilarious.
Like, holy crap.
And he's like, well, at least we're all right.
Yeah.
Good, no one got hurt.
I actually just watched Deadpool, like the first one. Just because I wanted to.
Which one do you prefer, the first one or the second one?
I think they're both good.
They're both great.
Yeah. But I think the first one, when it first released, it was such like a major whoa, this is a superhero movie.
But R-rated.
R-rated, and it's like super gory. I forgot how gory it was.
So gory.
Like that sequence of that whole car crash near the start, and a guy gets flung onto the signpost. Just a heap of blood and guts and stuff.
Heads getting chopped off, and it's so violent. I prefer the second one because I think the second one, for me at least, I really liked the Vanessa story.
Yeah.
And that relationship. And so I loved how they did that. I also think the second one just got more ridiculous, which is what I was hoping would happen. And they've got to do it for Deadpool 3. They're going to have to go even more wild than before.
And I reckon they'll even just make fun of him being Disney now.
Oh, 100%.
And then just go further than what
that Disney money.
Yeah. So now I've got the Walt Disney's I was gonna say something else.
Do you know what I would love? I would love if the movie opens to the old Fox intro, and then Deadpool goes, "No, new studio," and they tear it. And the new logo comes on.
Yeah. Oh, we left this. Oh, freak.
No, we're Disney money now. Let's go. They shoot soon, I believe, because that is, I think it's a late 2024 movie.
They might even shoot it in Australia.
They might, and that will be interesting to see. Hugh Jackman is getting huge jacked man again for this. Yes. I don't know why, because at his age, let's be honest, to get the size he's getting, he is, Disney show. Well, he is, let's be honest. Yeah. No actor will ever admit to taking steroids, but
most are.
He's in his 50s, son. I'm surprised they didn't just do a muscle suit or something, because we don't really need to see Logan's arms again.
But I guess that's the whole Wolverine experience where...
Yeah. So, but then it'll be interesting as well, because how old will this Wolverine look? Are they going to de-age him a bit with makeup and stuff to make him...
Logan?
Well, obviously they made him older for Logan, but then now he's aged in real life towards his Logan age. So like, what are they going to do? Our next thing, Secret Invasion for Marvel. Oh, no, it's not.
Yes.
Guardians is. Guardians in a couple weeks, then Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion should be great. I'm really excited for that. I think they will find a good balance with Secret Invasion of being dark. Brian's just loving my dog right now. He's just isn't Lewis beautiful? He's just cute. He's so quiet as well until he barks. Like he makes no other noise at all.
And then he'll hear.
Yeah,
He'll hear someone.
What did you say outside?
Yeah. He's licking my feet.
I have to say, single player games, right? I know,
Yes.
completely left turn.
Yeah.
Ryan, why am I not motivated enough to finish the games I want to play? Why is that? How do I fix this problem?
Well, did you used to finish them?
No.
Oh, like you've never finished them.
I'm just trying to think if I have ever finished a single player game.
Like Skyrim. Did you finish the main quest line of Skyrim?
Yes.
Okay.
Didn't do all the side quests.
Yeah, didn't 100% it.
But I did the Dragonborn and the... Lewis, can you just sit down, Bubba? Sit.
He's just excited.
He's trying to find the perfect position to sit down. Skyrim. I guess I did like 200 hours of Skyrim. I'm sure that counts as like...
Yeah,
but,
I think that's...
But like,
that's a
I
good
want to
experience.
go and finish The Witcher 3.
Oh, yeah.
I also then want to play The Last of Us after the show.
Yes.
What's the other thing? I got Fallout 4 really cheap and want to play it.
Oh,
how do I do this?
So did I.
Did you?
Fallout 4, yeah.
How do I get back the motive? And I don't know. I don't know if I need to see it more as like the time when you would go and watch an episode, you play 45 minutes of the game. I feel like that's the only way I'm ever going to do it.
I think it's because we're so used to like the multiplayer.
I just want to get on Overwatch now, or Valorant, or like Warzone, or like...
Yeah. Because we're so used to that it's very quick hits with, especially with Overwatch.
And the multiplayer experience of like yelling at your mates or yelling at randoms.
Yes, yes. But yeah, like you've got to, it's a sense of like, it's like reading a book or something. You've got to,
you got to put in a little bit of effort that you normally wouldn't have had, but it's worth it. Like it's that, you got to frame it as, that's the same as like, I keep going, I'm going to watch that show.
And then it just don't end up watching it, and you're like, I'm going to play Overwatch or something.
I keep saying I'm going to start Yellowstone, and then I just don't.
Oh, Yellowstone, yeah.
I just don't. I just keep saying it, and I don't. I watched the first episode of Halo, right? Loved it, and was like, I'm going to keep watching this. Didn't return for 12 months, and then I had to rewatch the first episode, and I haven't got to the second episode yet. Maybe The Witcher season 2. You know, like I just need to. I like obviously I'm a big Marvel fan, so Marvel is watched immediately upon release. Yes. Star Wars probably the same. Other than Andor, I don't know what happened with Andor. I don't know if it was too
slow,
separated, or from...
Yeah, I found it hard to connect a lot.
And it's 12 episodes or something, isn't it? That's
and
so many.
And I found like the cinematography, the set pieces, great, you know, and like I could kind of follow the story and kind of go, yeah. But I don't know.
I wish they did Kenobi in the style of Andor.
Yes.
And Andor in the style of Kenobi.
Yeah, because I feel like Kenobi is a bit more of a character.
I wanted to spend time with Kenobi instead of, like, I don't know, rushing through, and with Anakin as Vader and like...
Yeah.
I don't know, it felt a bit rushed, but...
It did.
I wouldn't mind them doing a season 2 just to redeem it a little bit.
Yeah, but I feel like they're like, all right, we spent a lot of money making that. We've got
Moving
other
on.
stuff. Yeah, anyways.
I don't know. We will see.
Yeah.
I mean, the next couple months are going to be mad. Guardians, Transformers, Indiana Jones. I need to catch up on Transformers.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've seen the last couple.
No, I haven't.
When they switched from Michael Bay to the other dude.
They switched?
I think Michael Bay's produced them all, but he switched from directing at one point there.
Okay.
I don't think... I've seen the Mark Wahlberg one, the first Mark Wahlberg one, and it was alright. I need to keep watching.
I think the last one I watched was... Is it Dark Side of the Moon?
Oh, that movie.
It was like ages ago.
I didn't actually mind that as much as everybody hates that. But that was such a funny time.
Yeah.
I thought Dark of the Moon was better than Revenge of the Fallen. I love those movies.
Yeah,
I'm
the
definitely
first
gonna rewatch those.
Transformers was awesome. I loved it.
Those were
As
the
I'm
times.
yawning. Oh, it's pretty-
I love react content when people are watching stuff for the first time.
Yeah.
I love the Marvel stuff because you get the like surprises and the post credits and all of those reactions. But going and watching people watch Transformers who know nothing about that first movie and just the iconic, you get those like. I rewatched it recently and I got goosebumps. The scene when all of the Autobots are landing on Earth and picking their vehicles, and the music's building to them meeting Sam.
So cool.
I
Such a good
am
build-up.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah, and I was just like, it was very grounded. I felt, but also like, oh crap! Like these guys want to destroy the planet, and we got that like satisfying escalation of things. Oh crap! They're attacking a whole city and stuff.
At least they're like, it felt grounded, at least for me, because the camera was in a realistic place. They didn't do that like CG camera kind of thing where it's just flying through the air at stupid speeds and like it was like they were filming a real Transformer. Like that's what it felt like. The cinematography, and it was imperfect, and it was like it felt good. And then you watch some of the like later Transformers scenes, and it's like a rotating camera above them, and like it's like it's like Pacific Rim 2 versus 1. That's the classic example of that.
Watch the second one. Oh, it's not good.
Oh, it's not good. How good was the first one?
Yes.
Anyway, sorry. What was you going to say?
Have you watched Cloverfield?
I don't think I have.
Not 10 Cloverfield Lane. That's a good movie, but
I was talking to someone the other day who said, "You know what's one of the worst movies ever? 10 Cloverfield Lane." And I was like, "I love that.
That was a good movie.
That was great." No, I haven't seen the first Cloverfield.
You should watch it because just as you were talking about like the Transformers thing where it's like it's from their perspective, the whole movie is from
it became that meme of like the flinging the camera between your legs and like it was a hilarious time to be alive.
Yes.
I remember Smosh doing that like parody of that like the alien is attacking the city.
Oh no. They're just doing that. But like I remember I haven't watched it in ages, but I remember being like 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there. And just being terrified because I was like, "That's so oh my gosh!" Like, oh,
the alien is attacking the city.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Rest in peace, Smosh? Because I mean, I know that they've still got that team.
No, no. So Ian and Anthony are gone now. I think.
What?
I don't know if the channel still exists.
I know that they've got like random other people on there now.
Is there?
Yeah.
And it became, I think, at least when I checked back in on it because I was interested, it became like a React channel.
Yeah.
Like it became easy content kind of channel.
Yeah.
Like us. Anthony's killing it though. He's got his own channel now.
Yeah, like millions and millions of people watch that.
Oh no. It's called Smosh. There's a Smosh Pit channel.
Smosh Pit.
Oh my gosh, Ian's still there.
Ah, okay.
He should have left that so long ago. Because the whole channel was that friendship.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. That's why people were there to watch it.
Actually, do you know any other YouTubers that you used to watch that it's kind of like depressing now to even...
Well,
they're not
Tobuscus.
Oh, yeah.
Cancelled.
Yes.
Literally cancelled.
Heard about that.
I don't know what happened with that, so I'm not going to say any, like, whether he got in trouble with the law or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he got all those allegations.
Yeah.
From former girlfriends and stuff. That was bad. So that's weird thinking back on the, what was the redness than whiteness? No.
Redness and whiteness and blackness. Or
and it was the cool shirt and stuff.
Yeah.
The sugarcane girlfriend. Oh, there was so much great content back then, but just shows you if you're it just shows you that you don't know the people that make content that you watch.
For sure.
I didn't have the Vanos experience. Like who's the guy who got cancelled in the Vanos group? Not Vanos.
Oh,
Minilad?
I think it's Minilad. Yeah.
Something happened with that. I wasn't into that.
Like
that was more you and Seb. Yeah. You and Seb were more into that.
Yeah, and we watched. I remember I
watched a bit of it
every day.
They played COD though a lot, right?
They played COD,
I wasn't into COD
Zombies,
then. So I think that was it.
Yeah.
What about you? Anyone you look back on that's like funny where they're at now?
There's this channel called Funhouse. Have you heard? I think I showed you. And they used to have this.
Is that connected to Rooster Teeth or no?
Yes, yeah, Rooster Teeth.
Are they Rooster Teeth dudes?
No, but they came in later to the Rooster Teeth company. Yeah.
Right, okay.
But now, like, they've got this whole new crew, and I look at the views now. I'm like, oh, I feel sad.
They're all gone, the major players, or there's a couple left?
I guess this guy called James, Elise.
There were two dudes with beards, right? Is
Yeah.
that who I'm thinking of?
Yeah, they both left.
Oh, they were the two funny guys.
One of the no. Like, oh well, I guess they're both funny, in other ways. But like James is still there. He's one of the funniest. But
it's interesting those people hold on to that because like he could probably kill it on his own now.
Oh yeah. But I think it's like a love for him now. But I felt sad. I was actually watching their old videos up the other day, and I was like, oh, these are so good. And I was actually like laughing out loud, just going like,
and the nostalgia of like looking back at the funny one for me is Linus Tech Tips. He's still around. It's like, what happened? How's he beaten the like? Now he's got 3 kids, and he's like, he might retire soon.
Wait,
like,
really?
Well, he's talked about like just stepping back from the front-facing stuff and just kind of just being a dad and like.
True.
And it's funny how like quickly that turned. I'm trying to think who else would. What happened to Shane Dawson? There was something with a cat or a dog abuse or something, wasn't there?
Shane Dawson,
the vlogger.
Oh, yes.
Something about he was abusing an animal. I don't. That was the allegation. I don't remember what the actual.
That was the animal, but he also did.
He was one of the most successful YouTubers of that era. Easy.
Yeah, and he would do those ghost stories or like ghosts. He would.
Yeah. I didn't watch him. I wasn't.
It'd be
big
like
into
really
vloggers.
dramatic, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else was. Oh, what happened to Markiplier? He's still doing stuff, but is he like the same content?
I don't know. I wasn't a huge watcher. I'd watch him every now and then, but
I never really got into him. But it's that thing. Great thing about YouTube is like there's so many different tastes of content, and if you like a creator, you're gonna keep following them, and like that's your kind of section.
Yeah.
Like I was big into the creatures back then. They've completely
what's happened?
Disbanded.
Uber Haxanova and stuff like.
Yeah, James Uber Haxanova still records stuff on his own. But that group blew up like 10 years ago, which is crazy.
Oh,
think about.
That's been 10 years
I think it's been 10 years since that group blew up.
Frig.
And that blew up Kutra, like, apparently was a dick. And like, just Ed Orbless blew up, and then I think a couple of them are still doing it. I used to check in on Dan's from that group. He stopped. Like, I don't know if Kutra's doing stuff anymore. It's funny how quickly time just like explodes. But some of them are still. PewDiePie still uploads stuff.
Oh yeah, and he could just like he could stop right now, but
he could upload a video a month and just live off it for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
but like,
he
obviously enjoys it.
He obviously enjoys it. Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else is like of that era of. Who are the gaming content creators now? Who? There's so many now. There's not like a clear king. I'd say like XQC is probably one of the biggest things around.
Oh yeah. I see
Ninja.
a lot of streamers now like.
And they're not big into the YouTube as much. Those if like XQC Ninja.
They'll just get like an editor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just cut stuff from stream.
Yeah.
There used to be a thing where like the YouTube content was clever and like because it had to be like to break through and make it.
But now
crazy.
I don't know. I actually don't really keep up anymore. I feel like an old boy.
Yeah, I guess I'm one of them. I'm not on Twitch.
An old codger.
Are you on Twitch ever?
No.
Yeah, same.
I can't be bothered.
Every now and then I'm like, I'll see a notification and go, oh, that creator, they're still going? Like, what are they talking about? And that's like, but yeah, I don't know. Live streaming for me, I want to do myself more live streaming because I enjoy doing it. I don't enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is like professional play is streamed, and I guess that's live streaming. But yeah, there's something really cool about. I guess Laserbeam's now kind of. He's not an old guy, but he's coming towards that, like starting the. Yeah, actually, he's killing it still.
On a funny little note, when I worked in Canada, a lot of the kids that I was a camp counselor. A lot of the kids that I'd work with would go, "Hey, do you watch Laserbeam?" And I'll go, "I don't. No, I don't." And they will go, "Well, you look and sound like him."
Yeah. I was going to say, when you said it, I was thinking Martin more when we started talking about it. Because Laser kind of does look like he's related to you.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
Just because we're white, right? Like you're being racist, aren't you?
Not that you have the same facial structure and not that. Or like your eye color and that. Like none of that. You're right. And a crap mo.
Yeah. Hey.
Your face when you were processing it, you're like, wait, what? No, I like you, Mo. Keep growing it.
Yeah, I want to keep on growing it.
Well, then do it.
I want to be like, I want to eventually get to Kenobi levels.
And then twirl it.
Yeah.
No, you should get to Hello Neighbor level where it's like the you know that game that get Hello Neighbor? That one that was where he's got the curly mo.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what you need to do. Yeah. And then run around at night and scare your neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and get them to tease them to break into your house so you can set traps for them and
man, wait, is that what you actually have? What?
You're sneaking into his house.
Oh, right.
In that game, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to be like those World War I soldiers, where they.
Yeah, and it got shot. Did you just speaking of that and respect for with Anzac Day coming up, which is a big holiday in our calendar and a one that's going to be cool to be reverent for all that kind of stuff. Did you see what happened with the Tigers in the NRL?
Yes.
So for anyone who didn't see this,
American soldiers.
Yeah.
Jersey,
so the West's Tigers put up their Anzac jersey with a picture of soldiers on the bottom of it. They weren't Anzac soldiers, which has caused a lot of stir. Yeah, it's American soldiers. What's even worse, it's a stock image from, it's either Shutterstock or one of them. Like, so they've done the least amount of research possible and just bought an image. What's hilarious is they spent like $75,000 making jerseys for sale and then have had to pull all of them back. And they've made a new one. Good on them.
Oh, with the actual
with
Australian
actual Anzacs on it.
I want to look it up.
It's exact same jersey. They've just swapped the picture. So the picture at the bottom of the jersey is now actual Anzac soldiers.
Yes.
I don't know how you bugger that up because that's like the main part of the jersey. Surely someone was overseeing it. Was like, so what's that picture of? And they're like, oh, it's just a stock image. And they're like, what? You use a stock image? Why would you do that?
Jersey.
What was hilarious was the Australian military were like, we had pictures we could have licensed to you.
Yeah.
Like of actual soldiers in our Anzac soldiers.
Oh, yeah, that's the new one.
I think you could have got away with it if it was, and it's not bad. The New Jersey. Oh, hold on. So show me the jersey again. Is it a different color? Maybe they've they redesigned the jersey. Oh no, maybe not. It's not a bad looking jersey now.
Yeah. But I did see that.
Ryan's just throwing his microphone around. Let me save Ryan.
No, it's good.
It's working.
It's good.
Yeah, crazy. I don't know how you bugger something up so public facing.
Yeah.
As that.
They've got another one. Oh no, that was 2018.
I don't.
Oh no, that was. We were looking at last year's one.
No, the one.
We were looking at 2021's one actually.
The one you just showed me?
Yeah.
Well, that looks almost the same. Why wouldn't you just... I don't get...
Yuck.
Just go in... When it's something as important as Anzac Day in the Australian calendar... Look, you probably could have got away with this for Remembrance Day, right? Because at least it's a soldier who fought in an Allied war, right?
Yeah.
But Anzac Day, like the whole thing... It'd be like if you got the poppy wrong and it was a different flower. And not even just like another red flower, like a green flower, or like it'd be just atrocious. What I thought was hilarious as well was they got, out of all the players they had in their side who are Australian or New Zealand, they got Bateman, an Englishman, to wear the jersey in front of the media. It's Anzac Day. Anyway, at least they've got time to fix it before actual Anzac Day.
I guess this is the second day where we can actually be patriotic a little bit, and be like, yeah, Australia, mate, yeah.
Australia. Yeah.
But then they go, nah, American and British.
It just shows, like, who's making decisions in that department.
Yes.
So Did anything else crazy happen? Not really.
Australia bought some submarines.
I love submarines.
Yes.
I wish I was driving them.
That would actually be sick. For like a month. I'll do it for a month. Would you join the military?
For a month.
For a month? Would you do the reserves?
Nah.
No?
No.
Why not?
There are plenty of men and women more capable than me to do those jobs.
That's just the old self-doubt.
Nah, not for me. But
True.
it's such a cool... It's the same as I have the same respect for soldiers I have for cops, fireys.
True.
It's such an
Just
Australian
public
thing.
servant.
Fireys.
Yeah. Public servants.
Yeah,
servos.
ambulance driver, everyone in that, emergency and otherwise. So cool. Awesome. SES.
Mm-hmm.
She's just doing the public service, the public interest. Has anything else wild or bad happened? I don't think so. Let's go see The Flash when it comes out and review it. Hopefully it's really
cool.
bad.
Yes.
I mean,
And
good.
So I would just love for us to get disappointed, actually.
Same. I want to get really hyped up that it's going to be good.
Exactly. And then be like,
Morbius.
Oh, this sucks.
Morbius. I watched Morbius recently. Again. It's not good. But it's not as bad as I remember it being. I think at the time I was so emotionally charged on what it should have been.
Yeah.
It's just average. It's better. It was better than what was that other super movie that I said was crap?
What, today?
It's definitely not the worst.
Was it better than Star Wars? Star Wars Episode 9.
Yeah. Morbius.
Really?
Yeah, it's better than 9.
What?
100%. 100%.
See, I'll go just a little bit better. Not by much. It was like 5% better.
Which, Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
How dare you? I also can't remember if I hated Last Jedi more or Rise of Skywalker. They were both bad.
People hated Last Jedi.
I hate how they treated Luke.
Yeah.
They really disrespected Luke.
And they hyped us up at the end of Force Awakens. They went, all right, here's Luke. Oh my gosh.
He's a jerk and completely not his character
Shut
at all. Crazy. I think the world hasn't ended since we talked last.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should wrap this up. Just before we go, Ryan, there's a little book on the ground there. I'd like you to review the drawing that is visible on that. So Ryan, what do you think of that drawing?
Okay.
So what Ryan's looking at right now is a childhood drawing that I drew of Ryan that I found the other day.
Is that showing up, right?
Yeah, so you have
Okay.
You have a headset on?
Yes. I have a PewDiePie shirt on. I like that you depicted me with a huge
I
penguin
don't think
nose.
I knew how to draw a nose. That's the only way I've
And
ever.
I'm going cross-eyed.
Don't look at the. I'm not a great artist, okay? You've got a lightsaber though. That's pretty cool. What's in the other hand?
I've got an Xbox 360 controller.
That's not even your platform.
I'll show it again. So
How do you know that's an Xbox 3? That could. Oh yeah, it's got AB.
actually no, I don't
Could be a PlayStation. I don't know. I don't think the
Anyways.
drawing skill was good enough to reveal. And what's on the ground? There's something on the ground?
It's a little sunflower. It's just like a flower, I think.
Yeah. It was probably already there on the page. And,
Yeah,
and what do you say? You said duck.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying duck.
I don't know why. Maybe because you're going to attack me with that.
But then you also put it up the top right, Dead Space 3.
I didn't even play Dead Space 3.
Me neither.
I played Dead Space 1
I played
for
Dead
like
Space 2
a couple
for a little
hours.
bit. Yeah. But I got too scared.
That game is... The noises are what's terrifying to me.
Yeah, and I just even the opening scene where you're running through that hallway and they're all coming. I was like, ah!
I don't ever want to be scared. But I just thought, isn't that a beautiful drawing? It's...
And like my mouth is like, I don't have any teeth. I'm just like...
Good. I'm glad you have no teeth.
Yeah, but I got teeth now.
You don't.
You
They're
just-
fake. Also, Ryan, I'm going to say it on the podcast, so it's recorded. We need to. I'm going to try to get us playing Dungeons and Dragons again, even if
yes.
it's only a couple of us.
That'd be cool.
We're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
I miss D&D a lot.
I think that'd be awesome. And
Matt and I were just chuckling through the movie. About that's Ryan's character.
Which one?
No, there's a moment where one of the characters, the bridge trap, the guy ruins the bridge trap, and I was like, that's Ryan.
Yeah, well, I just said, all right.
I have to say, one of my favorite characters, and before we end this, one of my favorite characters was the druid shape-shifting girl.
Oh,
she was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love that sequence where she dives in as like a little fly, and then, that was so cool.
Anyway, we should wrap this up. Thank you
Yes.
for watching or listening to our great podcast. And by listening or watching, I mean watching, because I haven't put a lot of the last couple on the audio, but I'll do that. Thanks
That's all
a lot. Great to chat with you, Ryan, as always. And
yes, you too.
I love you.
I think I love you.
He thinks. And we will see you
We're still
next time.
Casually,
Playing Dungeons and Dragons together.
Yeah, that'd be sick. And we'll have to get consistent with it, because I think that's the only thing.
All right, I stopped the recording. Ryan, tell me all your secrets.
You didn't press.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I killed a man.
Really?
Yeah.
Just can you look into the camera when you say that?
Yeah, so I killed a man on the 14th of April, Friday.
At what time?
It was around 5:52.
Lewis, get him!
Lewis just...
He wouldn't get up. Not a chance.